we were living our best life on that red carpet.
Really
and then they
were.
like gave us this exclusive with the brothers. It was so much
That
fun.
was
They were
so
the
cute.
nicest guys.
I know.
They're all so hot. And you're so hot.
They're all beautiful men, but they also are smart, funny, and kind.
Hi, it's Paige. This is As the Page Turns, and I'm here with the most famous passion flick star of all, Olivia Applegate. We're so happy that she's here in the Love Lounge.
Yay!
It's such a spicy place.
It is. It's beautiful.
I mean, you
There's
look
a
around.
lot. I mean, there's a lot to take in. We're
Yes.
here for
Tell
it.
me if there's anything you recognize in the space that's speaking to you.
Oh my God. Well, so many things. There's some books that I recognize over here.
Things that you've read.
You guys, I'm a romance novel baby, but I'm
Nobody's
reading Onyx Storm right now. I know I'm a little behind, but I'm finally to the third book, so it's happening. We're
You're
making it
further than
happen.
I am. I only read the
She only
first
read the
one.
first- She only read the first one.
No, I love Rebecca Yarros. But I'm a contemporary. I like contemporary. Like, I've read
Yeah.
her contemporaries.
Okay, fair.
So it's been hard for me to move into the super romantic-y place, which everybody's in. It's like super trendy.
It is right now.
I want
know,
so much
Black
to
Tiger
like
Brotherhood.
it.
We're all, yeah.
I know. And a
understand.
vampire. I love a
Yeah.
good vampire
Yeah.
book. I love J.R. Ward. She's the shit.
We love her.
Tell me some of like the craziest things that happened on set.
Oh my
For
gosh.
you.
For me? Well, I mean, there's what kind of crazy?
Give me a story that you're like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened.
Well,
I know, I'm catching you off guard.
no, this is great. The reason I'm cracking up is because one of them is like, I don't know if this should make the edit or not, but
Everything is
everything
deletable.
is deletable. But one of the funniest things that happened. This is me being like a 12-year-old. But Robert and I were doing this like really dramatic scene. It was one of the ones.
Was it a spicy scene?
It was not a spicy scene, but it
Do you
was.
sound like a 12-year-old boy?
Like I know, like we're all okay. Good, we're on the same page.
I
We're
like
both.
it. I like
we are
to be
both
sexy.
12 years old right now. So no, it was. I think when he was telling me the like monologue about his parents dying or something, it was this like, like it was this.
It
like,
wasn't spicy.
It was like deep and emotional and like connecting and whatever. We do the scene. And then they call cut, and Video Village is in the room like next door. They call cut, and then suddenly Video Village just starts bursting into laughter. Like everybody's cracking up, and Robert and I are like, we just did this like beautiful dramatic scene. Like, what are people cracking up about? And then our incredible script supervisor Shelby, she comes out and she's like giggling and giggling and giggling, and she has to give us like continuity notes. And we're like, what are y'all laughing about? And she's like, somebody just like farted so loud in the middle of your take in the like,
And they didn't stop?
monitor. No, and everybody just like kept their shit together until they called cut, and then everyone lost their mind. And then Robert and I, like for whatever reason, fart jokes really get Robert. Like Robert could not stop laughing. Like we had to like.
Did they like play it back with the fart noise? Because like I would want to see that playback.
You can't hear it because they are in another room. Like,
Oh,
the
I thought it was
sound-
like on set. I was like,
No.
But they didn't know who did it?
Somebody eventually confessed,
And who did
and I
it?
will not name it. I will not name it.
Okay, all right, you're
But-
protecting a name. I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
It was so funny, and I don't think I'd ever seen Robert laugh so hard. He was like laughing to the point of like crying, and like it was so funny because he's so stoic. Like he's the person who doesn't crack.
I know, I was a little
Like,
scared of him. He was
he's
super
intimidating.
sweet, but like I was like, I think he hates me.
Everybody thinks that. Tosca felt that way. I felt that way. I didn't think he hated me. I was just like, he wants nothing to do with me.
Or is
Cool.
he bored?
Yeah.
Because there's words coming out of my mouth. I
And
must
he's
not be smart enough. I feel like he must think I'm a total idiot. And then he like warmed up and he's sweet. But like I was a little scared of him. I'm like,
I
you make a
honestly
good
think-
vampire actually.
And he's so German. I feel like there's also this thing when somebody like doesn't give you anything, you end up like
you can't read their face.
Well, I also feel like you learn a lot about yourself and like what you're afraid of because like
I couldn't read his face.
and he was giving me nothing. And I was like,
But then when he like started acting, was all the emotion there?
yeah. Oh, yeah. He was great. No, he's a great scene partner. Like we've talked about this, like he and I, that we both felt very grateful that it was the two of us. We were like, if we had to do anything this hard, like we're glad that it was with each other. Like,
What's the hardest part? I mean, I know there's so much going on in that script.
personally, I don't think I've ever played a character that goes through so much in such a short amount of time.
5 days?
Yeah, in 5 days. And so we're shooting this over 3 months. And like most of the time, Beth is fighting for her life, getting attacked, discovering something incredibly emotional about her family, falling in love, thinking the love of her life has died. So all the stakes are super high. It's not like she's having like a cute coffee. It's not like she's sitting in here having like a podcast interview, chatting with her girlfriends. Like, it's all very high stakes. So you're sustaining that level of intensity for 3 months, and you're doing it.
It's got to be exhausting.
Yeah, and you're doing it on all night shoots. So we're working from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. essentially for 3 months. So that was all really, really intense. And then, so the material itself, like, obviously there's like those very intense scenes of her like sexual assault scene. There's just so many things.
Well, there's a lot happening in the whole script, I felt like, too.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot. It was, I mean, because, and what I appreciated with all the Passion Flicks things, obviously, is that she is page verbatim,
True to
word
the
verbatim.
book.
So true.
And we even tried to do like the physical stuff very similar as well. Like, I remember
how it was described in the scenes.
Yeah, like when Beth is discovering that she's going to become a vampire, I have like one line, and then in the book it says she like covers her mouth with her hand, and so then I was like, great, I'm gonna cover my mouth with my hand after I say this line and before I say my next line. Like, I was just like, I will do what the book says to do. It's like, that is the job.
That is the rule.
And we are doing it. But to speak to the intensity, it's just the material itself is intense, and then night shoots are intense. And sexy scenes are intense. Like, it's just all very intense.
Not a comedy.
Not a comedy.
What did you say the other day? We were chatting with your friend in the room.
Yeah, she's here too.
You were like, I'm either this, or this. I'm either dying. What did you say? I'm like, yeah, that's kind of true. But I went down your IMDb list. I'm like, yeah, you're always like dying or.
Okay, so the joke is that I get hired to die, cry, or on camera.
Die, cry, or I'm like, beep. Not exactly comedy.
Yes, although I have gotten to do a couple. I did Vacation Friends 2. I got to be funny in that movie.
I love a good funny moment.
I honestly love doing comedy so much. So I'm excited to start doing more comedy. But yeah, I think because like you start working in a particular space and people are like, oh, well, we know that she does that well. So then they
kind of like typecast you in a way.
Yeah, and I also think like, I mean, people sort of cast to type too. I don't think you look at me and immediately think comedic actress, but you might.
But look at like Rose Byrne. I feel like you are kind of akin to that.
I would love it. Or Sandra Bullock.
Of course. Yeah. Beauty and funny.
That was
Miss Congeniality.
Girl, like let's
You've got
Miss Congeniality. We're manifesting.
I know. And see. Tell me too about how now that you've done a couple of the Passion Flicks.
Yeah.
And now you're reading a little more romance. You're reading The
Yes.
Storm. I'm so proud of you because the whole thing is romance.
Yes.
And I was a Passion Flick subscriber week one because I love to see the adaptations too, and I love how true she is. But when I started reading, I mean, obviously I was a reader. I always felt like my expectations kind of changed of like men, chivalry, what I really expected in my. Well, I started becoming a reader in this phase after I'd gotten married, but then I'd be like, husband, can you read these and be him? That's what I wanted for like a birthday.
Right. Oh my God,
I'm like, this is what
that.
I want for my birthday, to read that and be that guy for the day.
Yeah.
And there is something, I think, for a lot of women, too, where they will read these books and, like, have a shift. Do you feel like, since you've kind of come into the space, like, that there's been a shift in your own expectations with dating?
I love this question so much. I feel like I have learned so much from the romance space, and I think, so there's been this sort of like interesting journey, right? And we've talked about this before about like the stigma of the space.
Of romance, right?
Yeah,
and if you read it, you're not smart. If you write it, you're not smart. All totally untrue. Yeah, it's very misunderstood. And shamed. And I 100%.
Yeah, and so we've talked about before.
Don't knock it until you try it.
Yeah, no, truly. But I remember when I was first approached by Passion Flicks, I reached out to my best friend, who's an avid romance reader, who's also in the room right now, and we love her very much. But I reached out to her and was like, should I do this? What's up? Because I wasn't familiar with this space, and I was like, well, I need to think about this and consider it because I don't want to be typecast, or I don't know what this is, whatever. I didn't know. But then what I'll say is that now that I've been involved in the romance space and I've met the fan base and I've been involved in these narratives, I think something that I really love about it is that I've learned so much about myself and what I like and what I'm into. Like, it's true. It's such a great.
It's a door opening moment, like with pink and everything.
You're like, oh, I didn't realize that I was into that, but now I read this book and I'm like, okay, that was really spicy and I enjoyed that. So it's such a cool way. I feel like it's just
so like, sweet about it. Like, I might have liked that sort of like BDSM moment.
Tie me up.
You can choke me a little.
A little bit.
That's okay. Tie my arms. Okay.
But yeah, that sort of thing where I was like, oh my God, it just gives you permission to explore and get curious and
not feel bad about things.
And like learn about what you like and what you don't like or what you're curious about or not curious about. And I also will say regarding passion flicks and like the men that come into passion flicks, Tosca and I have joked that it's like Tosca School for Gentlemen Callers. Like I think that
it's true. I actually feel like it's educational.
I think it is.
I do think, especially for like young men today, these books provide an education because it's written by women what women want, even with their alpha or they're doing some dark things that like might be scary if it was real. Because I think the narrative is from a woman's purview and her gaze. I feel like if you read these books, you'll know what we want.
Yeah, right? Or what some women want. Like, exactly.
There's something for everyone. That's what the thing about, there's so many tropes and genres. There is something
you
for
can find
everybody.
Someone for everyone. And I think the other cool thing is that passion flick sets are predominantly run by women, right? Like Tosca's directing.
Oh no,
and
it's
then,
very female forward. And I love that.
And the company is mostly women, right? And so you have this sort of different experience on set. And I think to the credit of the male actors, like fortunately they've been curious and receptive. Like and I've sort of made sure. But this idea that it's new to people. People aren't familiar with projects, especially projects that deal with sexual elements. The women are the ones who are typically hypersexualized or even embodying more of the fantasy.
They're objectified. That's what it is.
You're right. The women are more objectified than the men, but in passion flicks,
well, no, I mean,
arguably the men are more objectified than the women.
And you know what? They enjoy it, or at least from my perspective, they did when I met them.
Yeah,
in a way, it was like fun for them.
But it's also like, putting the shoe on the other foot. Like welcome to that experience, men. Like this is what I certainly have had the experience in my career where I'm cast in movies and roles where I'm playing a total fantasy character. It's an interesting thing. You can tell the characters that are just like a sort of fantasy idea in somebody's head. And it's also like and this is, no shade, but sometimes I've been cast in projects where I'm like, why would this female character be interested or invested in this male character? He's not particularly smart. He's not particularly kind. He's not particularly funny. I'm like, where
is the chemistry supposed to be?
Why do I like him? Tell me why I like him.
There is an ogre here, and I'm a princess, and I'm not understanding. Yeah.
No, but just this idea. Yeah. So anyway, I think these men
I'm like now going in this like mental library of like every movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But, like a good rom-com, I feel like casts correctly.
Yes, there are many that have done it well. I just think we haven't seen this reverse of the objectification really very much before.
No, it's true.
Maybe a little bit. Like we do have, oh my gosh, what's the one, Chippendales one, the Magic Mike. We have the Magic Mikes. We have some stuff.
Yeah.
But
that was very tongue-in-cheek too,
exactly,
though, right?
Exactly. But think of
that was a lot of fun,
Think of any action movie ever. Like the women are just like so...
Their jewelry, their accessories. I agree. I mean, movie quotes are like my jam, right? I speak fluent movie quotes.
Oh
I feel
God.
like you must too,
yeah,
being a movie
I've got
person.
some, yeah.
Have you ever seen The First Wives Club?
Oh my gosh.
I love that movie.
What? I haven't seen it.
This is your
I
homework.
know. Okay.
That's a great female forward movie.
Okay.
1996, Goldie Hawn, Diane
I know the ladies.
Keaton,
I see
Midler.
the DVD cover like in my brain.
And she plays like kind of like she's not really. I mean, she's like still beautiful.
Yeah.
She aged very well.
Yeah.
I feel.
Yeah.
And she was like, I want to say she was like 50 when she did this movie.
Yeah.
And she's getting like all the plastic surgery. Rob Reiner's playing the plastic surgeon, and he's like, what did he say? And you might agree with this line where there's 3 ages in Hollywood. She like was trying, he's like, fill up my lips, do this, do that.
Yeah.
And she's like, there's 3 ages in Hollywood. There's like young, sexy, hot girl, district attorney, and driving Miss Daisy. And that's it. And I'm like, it's kind of like, that's a sad truth, right?
Yeah. And I think it's starting to change because we see things like The Hunting Wives, for example.
I know, I haven't watched that show.
Well, a lot of those lead females, they play very sexy characters, and most of them are in their 40s. Like, love to see that. But I'll also say, like, I'm in my early 30s, and I'm very often auditioning for 40-something, mother of a teenager. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One other question I have for you today, too, is like, how do the romance fans sort of differ from other roles you've played?
Yes.
And we had that conversation. You're like,
yes.
wait, she's too old for this role.
Yes,
but I
did.
felt like generally it was more of a positive reaction.
I would say overwhelmingly positive. But yeah, the feedback was that I was too old for it, which is, it's just, well, one, I am older than the character, so I totally respect that.
They looked up your age because you can't tell that you're above 25.
Yeah, oh, bless you for saying
and it's
that.
true.
I have so many thoughts about women and the permission to age as a woman, and particularly as an actress in Hollywood who is a particular type, like I'm sort of like leading lady type. There's so many things we're told about our bodies and how we're supposed to look and how we're supposed to age. And so I have so many feelings. We could do an entire podcast about this.
This face has had a couple things. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm almost 50. I've had to do, no plastic surgery yet.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to be opposed to a facelift.
You look great. But I will say that now that I'm getting older, like, I think I've never, not to toot my own horn.
You're not old.
I don't.
You're not even 35.
No, but I don't think I've ever been more attractive. Meaning, like, I know who I am. My face
and you
has
are
more,
beautiful.
But my face has more character. Like, I find
your bones are more defined.
Right. Like, I find that as women age, I think we get more interesting and more beautiful
because we're wiser, and it shows physically.
Yeah.
How about that? I think there's some truth to that.
I'm into it, honestly. Like, I turned 30 and I breathed a sigh of relief and said, "Thank God that's over."
Speaking of aging, let me put on my readers. I had some fun questions for you too. And in terms of like romance and marrying it with your experience in the community, there's got to be a difference from the Passion Flicks fans. Because I see it at these conventions, which you have to come with me.
Yeah.
I know you've been at Passion Con, of course.
Yes.
And the community is just so happy that you're paying attention to them or talking to them. They're just so happy to be a part of this, and it is such a found family, and it is so female forward.
The story I told you was that, you know, I was working with somebody who does social media and helps people, you know, with their social media pages and whatever, and I was just having her sort of do a diagnostic on my page and like the kind of engagement I was getting, and she was like, she looked it all over and she was like, "Olivia, I've never seen anything like this. You have 100% positive engagement."
And it's romance.
Yes, and it's the Passion Flicks fans. Like, I have no haters on my page.
I know.
And that is she was saying she works with a lot of actors, a lot of public figures. She's like, I have never in my whole career seen this before. I just think that's incredible, and especially as a woman in an industry that is hypercritical and doing projects that require the kind of physical and emotional vulnerability that these projects do. Like, to have a supportive fan base is just, I cannot like overstate the value of that and how much it means to me.
Love that.
Yeah, it's truly remarkable. It really is.
It's the best community, the romance community. Like, you don't even realize, like, there's so many different fanscapes now too, right? There's like with the Comic-Con or like all these Crime Con or whatever it is. But there is no community quite like the romance community. It's most, not all, but it's mostly women.
Like, I love women. I'm a woman who
Me
loves
too.
women. And I love to get
You're a
to
girl's
know.
girl.
I love getting to know women more, getting to know more about what women like and are into. And you just feel that all these women are so ready to support each other and get to know each other and invest in each other.
It's true.
It's really generous. It's a generous space.
I know we got to move on to a game, and this is the fun part. Swoon and score. It's romance.
Okay.
Romance.
Oh my God, I'm terrified.
So when you guys came in a couple days ago, and I totally planned this, I had your friend go to the bookshelf over there.
Oh yeah.
And pick a book that if she could see you adapted in anything, I know I couldn't help myself. What would it be? And she pulled Ruby. You've been all over. I feel like Ruby needs to come into. Have you met her?
No, I haven't.
She's the Ruby Dixon. I love Ruby. I love her. This one is the OG. And you know what? I resist it because I'm like, I'm not going to read an alien romance. No. I hope, if you're listening, Tosca. But yes, I feel like Georgie could be you. And
okay, tell me about Georgie. Who's Georgie?
the first 2 chapters are rough. Like, she's abducted. Okay? We're each going to read a scene that they have selected. I have not seen it either. I
Okay.
told them, I'm like, I will be surprised.
Okay.
And we each have to do it in the voice that has been selected for us.
Oh my God.
Of like
okay,
a
amazing.
known voice that we're imitating.
Oh God.
I'm going to pick a card.
Okay.
A yoga teacher.
Oh my God, yes. Oh, you are so zen, Paige.
I'm so not zen. This is like the opposite of Paige. Although I do enjoy yoga, but I'm very not good at it.
Okay, well,
I
this
look
is-
stupid doing it. I'm not acrobatic at all. Because you kind of have to be a little acrobatic. But let's see. Oh boy. This is why I
your
don't like to
glasses
read
on.
paper books anymore because I have to pull out the readers. I'm not going to die yet. And a strange guy with horns is determined to give me oral pleasure. It's just that ... out of all the worst case scenarios I've come up with since being abducted by aliens, being licked until I isn't anywhere on the list. Was that yoga teachery? I thought that was pretty good. I did the deep breaths. 10 out
That
of
was
10.
like a sexy yoga teacher,
I mean,
lady.
I'm thinking, I was getting into my voice.
It was yoga.
It was yoga. All right.
You nailed that.
I'm
She's
like,
an actress,
I mean,
everyone.
I wouldn't go that far. I mean, it's not like I'm entering into any contests.
Okay, oh God.
Okay, do you want to pick the next purple one? What did you
Oh my God. Gym bro.
get? Oh my God. You mean
yeah.
like Jersey Gym Bro? Like GTL?
Oh my God. I don't know if I can do full on Jersey. Okay, I'm a gym bro. Okay, bro.
And scene.
Totally. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let's see.
Should we find the scene?
I gotta find the right.
Dirty part. Oh, she found it. As a gym bro.
Okay, hold on. Okay. We're getting it together. I'm a professional. Okay. All right.
You got this.
I'm a gym bro, so like his hands go to my hair and he begins to kiss me again, flicking that like textured tongue against mine. I moan and I grip his tighter and I want him naked, but he's still wearing pants. So I try to fix that for him. Unfortunately, I can't figure out how to lace them. He's got like a breechcloth of some kind over leggings that are rigged with some sort of complex laces that are too much for this needy girl to figure out. I settle for shoving them down his hips.
That was way better than mine. And rightfully so.
Oh my God, stick a fork in her, she's done.
Oh, that was better than yoga. Oh my God, I'm so scared for the next one. I'm like not good at this game.
You were really good.
I'm like nervous.
Gym bro, man.
That was good. That was very good.
So funny.
All right,
Okay,
God, I'm
you got
afraid.
this.
Ready?
Channel your inner Mickey Mouse.
That's really hard.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be hard.
Can you do Mickey Mouse impression?
I don't think I can. Or what does he sound like?
It kind of sounds like-
You're
I have to get to the sexy
you have to-
part as Mickey. Me. Okay. Hello, kids. Is that kind of it? Is that it? Is that right?
You're nailing it.
Oh, I got it. She says softly, and I don't know if she's humming or saying another one of her strange human words. I lick her breast to distract her, and she moans. Right, boys and girls? I had to add that in. Then she reaches down and grips my in her hand and strokes me through the leather of my leggings. Did I do it?
I bow down.
Did I get it?
I bow down. That was so good.
I didn't know I could imitate Mickey Mouse.
Paige, that was amazing.
I feel like I'm ready for an audition. I'm ready for a screen test.
You are the next Mickey Mouse. My God. All right. My turn. Okay. Baby voice. Like you're talking to a baby. All right.
Got it?
Found it. Found the section. Okay. This is like a little. Oh my God. Oh, her hands caress my horns as if they are my. Stroking the length of each one as I groan at the sensation. I seek the folds between her legs, and she's wet and slick, her body hungry for me as I am for her. I want the taste of her on my mouth, and I push my head between her thighs. That is so creepy.
It almost sounded like a baby / kindergarten teacher, actually, I thought. Because you're like, don't do that.
Don't you do
Don't do that.
Oh, God.
Slick folds.
Oh, my God. That is so
So this is
funny.
on your TBR.
After
Yes.
I finish Onyx Storm,
Right?
Ice Planet
We
Barbarian.
love it. We do this little segment called Happily Ever Faster. What made your heart race this week?
What made my heart race this week is that my best friend is here visiting me for the week, Sarah. That's my girl.
And thanks to you, Ice Planet Barbarians.
Oh my God! Thanks to her, this is the whole reason I did Passion Flicks in the first place. So
It is. That is a good reason to have your heart racing this week.
Yes. Very happy.
Just hearing you guys makes my heart race.
The sweetest.
What made your heart race this week?
What made my heart flutter is just like meeting all of you lovely girlies.
Yes.
Girls Club. What's first rule of Girls Club? Don't talk about Girls Club.
Yes,
Don't talk
it's
about Girls
true.
Club.
Second rule of Girls Club. Don't Talk
Don't Talk About
Girls
Girls
Club.
Club. What made your heart race this week?
You girls coming in this week. Honestly, you've been the most fun because we met a couple days ago.
Yes.
And a 1 hour meeting turned into 3. And we were
It
laughing
really
our off for hours with the girls in the office, and that's female camaraderie. That's why we're here. That's why we're doing the thing.
I love it. It was so much fun. We left that meeting and we were like, that was great.
I love you for coming in.
Oh my
This was
gosh,
so
thank you
much.
so much.
It was so good.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.